And today's story is number 45. The importance of quick-wittedness. The salesman and the housewife. A salesman rang the doorbell and asked to speak to the lady of the house. A woman grudgingly appeared and asked him haughtily, "What do you want? Is the lady of the house at home?" Looking even more displeased, the woman said curtly, "I am the lady of the house. What is it?" "Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize." The salesman bowed his head apologetically as he pulled out a catalog. "The truth is, you're so young and pretty that I mistook you for the daughter. Forgive me." People are so conceited that they fall even for obvious flattery. The woman's attitude changed as easily as a child forgets its tears, like a clear sky after a drizzle. "Oh, what a flatterer," she simpered. "And what do you have there? I wonder if there's anything I need. Could I see it?" The salesman's success was due to his shrewd understanding of human nature. The following story also illustrates the importance of quick-wittedness. One night, someone collided with the manager of a store as he came around the corner. Since the manager always scolded his clerks for their blunders, from force of habit he barked, "Fool!" Then, seeing to his consternation that the other person was his boss, the company president, he swiftly added with a bow, "Am I not? Good night, sir." After this dazzling display of quick-wittedness, the president was unable to get angry and went on his way with a chuckle. Though we must refrain from calling others fools, it would certainly be nice to have the kind of mind that can react so quickly. Okay, yeah, so this is a little bit on a difficult side of a story, probably, but yeah, it's certainly nice to have the kind of mind that can react so quickly. So, this manager who has the habit of scolding his subordinates, obviously that's not a good habit. That's why if we don't examine our habits on a day-to-day basis, it comes up to the surface when it should not, such as calling the boss, the company president, a fool. That would have certainly made a lose-lose situation. They might have got into arguments, a fight, and he might have lost his job. His family would have been in trouble with the loss of the income, all these bad things. So I think it's about, yeah, like the story said, we should never call a person a fool, obviously. That's a bad karma of the mouth. Yeah. However, like they say, the lesser of the two evils. Sometimes we are in positions where, um, yeah, like in this case, yeah, if we are not examining our habits, one of the bad habits comes up to the surface and it creates a very bad situation. We can perhaps lessen the severity of that evil by turning it back to ourselves, saying, "Fool, am I not?" Now, if this person never felt that he had the foolish nature as a human being, maybe he could not have said it. Actually, most people cannot be so quick witted, right? Because ordinarily it is not their habit to think, "How fool I am." But actually, in Buddhism, the more we listen to the Dharma and go forward towards the mirror of Dharma, our nature is reflected on that mirror and we begin to see how foolish we are. We know that complaining is not good, but we still complain. Instead of complaining, all we have to do is plant good seeds to get the good results that we desire. But we still complain or we still criticize and say negative things, that's one of the signs of our foolishness. If we listen to the Dharma regularly and become aware of our foolishness, it becomes even less challenging to say I'm sorry when we make a mistake. I know many people who, even though they make the mistake, they are not willing to apologize and just say, I'm sorry, I was wrong. Somehow the ego doesn't allow them to apologize. All the while, they are unaware that it's something deep in their mind is preventing them from creating a harmonious relations just by saying I'm sorry. So that's what we learn from that story, to examine our thoughts, our habits, and when we find out our foolishness, be honest and sincere. We need brutal honesty here and face that foolishness in ourselves. And it also makes us more forgiving of other people, obviously. So that's very good. And then the first story, too. So flattery is actually one of the 10 bad deeds taught by the Buddha. It creates unwholesome karma, which brings us bad effects, suffering. Complimenting is good deed to purify our intentions and find something good in other people and commend them for it. That's good. Yeah. So again, like it's like the lesser of the two evils. So once the salesman, made his mistake, assuming that the woman didn't look like the lady of the house. Maybe she was cleaning, so she was in her cleaning, outfit, and she, didn't look the way the salesman expected. This is stories from a long time ago when a lot of women could not work outside the house. So, but then instead of just becoming bitter about it, losing sales that day, and then making that woman who opened the door also feel very bad that she was mistaken for maybe a maid in the house or something, instead of making a lose-lose situation. So thanks to the quick-wittedness of the salesman, he was able to turn it around and create a win-win situation. Yeah. So ideally, we try to not make assumptions about people, no matter how they appear, and gain the wisdom to see through their beauty inside. That's the ideal. But even if we're not there and we make mistakes, we want to have that quick-wittedness to create a win-win situation so that all of us can go about our days with optimism, hopefulness, and a strong determination to carry out good deeds for ourselves and for other people. That's how we believe this world can become a good place for all of us. So, good job, everyone, for being here. We will learn more about the power of karma today, 5 p.m. Pacific time, and have a wonderful Wednesday, everyone. Bye.
Thank you, Peter.
Thank you, Gary. Have a good one.